Good morning and welcome to week 8 of our core and pelvic floor series of classes. I've been promising almost since week 1 that I will talk less and exercise more, and this week I am finally going to make good on that promise. I will talk much less and exercise much more. So this class will be, a lot more exercises and less lecture. I do have a few things to say, as always. So to start with, I just want to remind you that although we don't need any equipment for this class, an ability to get up and down off of the floor is essential. Most of the exercises will be floor based, and for many it just isn't possible to give an alternative. So make sure that you're able to get up and down off the floor safely. We will go through the process of doing that, but being able to do it confidently. Obviously, I'm not there to help you. Like I said, you don't need any equipment, but if you want to use a yoga mat on the floor, that might be nice. I always have water just because I like to sip through the class, and because I talk a lot, my mouth gets dry, but that's optional. We aren't, this isn't cardio blast, so we're moving pretty slowly. That's just about it to introduce. So let's begin. As I've said, as I've promised, I'm going to keep the talking to a minimum this week, but a couple of things. I wanted to start with a really interesting statistic that I found a couple of weeks ago when I was researching classes. I read about a study that was done in 2022, so last year, and that suggests that 25% of US women are affected by pelvic floor disorders, and a 2016 study found that 16% of men also experience pelvic floor dysfunction. So a big part of the population. Now we're well aware, because we've been taking this course, that pelvic health is much more than just bathroom matters. So let's put these things into practice. One other word, I was talking to my friend Karen, who is a pelvic floor physiotherapist. She's actually based in Simcoe, and she obviously researched that's her profession. She's a pelvic floor physiotherapist, so she's very, very knowledgeable about the pelvic floor, and her research and her exploration of this field has led her to kind of discourage clients from squeezing their glutes. Now, you'll know that I always cue that a lot when we stand up from our squat. Squeeze your bum. When we hip hinge and you stand up, squeeze your bum. I definitely say that a lot. And while it isn't necessarily harmful to do that in class, what I want to make really clear is that you don't need to be walking around just squeezing your glutes really tight all of the time. Same thing when I say pull that belly button in towards your spine. It's kind of just when we're practicing certain exercises, it's not a state that you should be in all of the time. That excess tension can create more problems with the pelvic floor. So actually this week I'm going to try and talk less about glute squeezing. And if I do, it doesn't have to be that 100% squeezing hard as you can. When we're using our breath work properly, that pelvic floor contraction should be happening without the big glute squeeze. Maybe this talk is making it more confusing, but the point is to not be always squeezing your bum. And it was interesting to talk about that with her, and how some of the things that we're told and some of the cues that we're given to use as personal trainers are actually not that beneficial overall. So anyway, squeeze your bum, but only when I say, and maybe a little bit less, and don't walk around all through the day holding your stomach in and squeezing your bum, because that's not helpful. All right, I'm going to talk just about the exercises now. So we're going to start up on feet. Just move my footstool out of the way. We're going to come up to feet and we're going to think about alignment. So standing up nice and tall. Let's start with our feet. We want to have our feet pointing forwards, toes forwards. They're about hip width apart and our knees are soft. Think about our pelvis here, our perineum, which if you remember, that's the space, if you're a woman, that's the space between your vagina and your anus, that area of skin. And if you're a man, it's behind your testicles before you get to your anus. That's your perineum, that's that area. Think about that perineum being above the space between your ankles. So have a look here. There's the space between my ankles. That's where my perineum is. Rib cage is over hips, so we're not thrusting our hips forwards and we're not pushing our bum out. Rib cage over hips. Our chest is nice and tall. Nipples are pointing forwards, not up or down. But oh, I gotta let somebody into the room. Pointing forwards. Shoulders are relaxed and down, and our arms are just nicely at our sides. So there we are, perfect alignment. And let's do some breathing here. We're going to take a big breath in. Think about that rib cage and belly expanding. And as we exhale, they contract. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Really think about breathing into that belly. And exhale. And let's think about that pelvic floor now. As we inhale, the pelvic floor is relaxing. And as we exhale, it's contracting. So let's think about ways to visualize that in that relaxation. Imagine you can use the elevator so that as you inhale and the pelvic floor relaxes, the elevator is lowering down. And as you exhale, the elevator comes back up. Let's try that one a couple of times. Inhale and exhale. Another way to think about it, as we inhale, the petals of the flower are unfurling and opening up. And as we exhale, petals of that flower contract. They fold in. I don't know what the opposite of unfurl is. Furl. They fold in. And as you inhale and relax, they open up. Let's try that one. Inhale. Flower, petals of that flower relax and open up. And as we exhale, we close in. Another cue I read about to think about the contraction is imagine that your pubic bone and your coccyx is your tailbone, are drawing towards each other. That one doesn't give you such a nice visual, but it is very anatomical. So pubic bone and coccyx are drawing towards each other. You can kind of try and imagine that, and then as you inhale, I guess they're moving apart from one another. Very good. All right, we're going to do a couple of standing exercises here. I keep moving my feet out of position. We're going to do a couple of standing exercises here and think about our breathing as we do so. So we'll start with some squats. So if you've moved around like I have, take a second to put yourself, make sure you're standing nicely in alignment here. Soft knees, I want to reiterate, are really key. So standing up nice and tall, we'll take an inhale as we sink down. We're going to inhale, relax down and squat down. And as we exhale, we'll stand up. So here we go. Inhale, nice and slowly. Exhale to stand up. Inhale. Think about that pelvic floor relaxing. Exhale. It contracts. Good. Inhale. Slowly down. Exhale. And we're standing up quite slowly, just so we're really working with that breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, nice and slowly down. And exhale. Two more. Relax. Thinking about that pelvic floor relaxing on the way down. contracting on the way up. Inhale. Relax, relax, contract as you stand. Good. We'll do a hip hinge. I'm going to stand to the side just so you can see my body position a little better. So I'm still in that nice alignment. My knees are soft. I'm going to hinge at the hip. So I'm going to stick that bum out behind me like this. Exhale as I stand up. So we inhale. Slowly down. Really thinking about relaxing through that pelvic floor. Exhale. Squeeze as you stand up. But let's not squeeze our bum too much. And if we are squeezing those glutes, remember as you hinge, you want to let them go. Don't squeeze as you hinge forward. That's where you want to relax. So let's keep going. Inhale, relax forwards, exhale, and up. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, that elevator's coming down. Exhale, the elevator back up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, nice and slowly down. And exhale. And one more. Inhale, slowly. And exhale. Up. Very good. Let's come down onto the floor. So step one, foot forwards. Lift that back heel and drop that knee down. Hands either side of that front foot. Bring that knee all the way down to the ground. And the other. Let's come and sit down on our side. And we're going to be right down on the floor on your back. So all the way down. And lay back here. We're going to practice some of those Kegels. So feet flat on the floor, or if you're comfortable, feet laying right down. Doesn't really matter, whatever feels most comfortable here. Oh, I can't get my hair, so I stay under my head. Okay, so let's take a nice big inhale. Feel that belly and rib cage expand. And exhale. I'm going to pick my feet up just because that feels a little more comfortable here. Good. One more big inhale. And this time as you exhale, pick up that pelvic floor and let's hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now inhale, make sure you relax. And exhale. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. And exhale. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. And exhale. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And relax. Make sure that's relaxed. All right, we're going to do a couple of exercises here on the floor. So we'll start with heel slides. So you see, let's turn this way so you can see me properly. My feet are flat on the floor. We can think about alignment in this position. So what you want to avoid doing is pressing your low back into the ground so it's flat all the way down to the floor. That lifts your hips and tilts your pelvis in a way we don't want to. So think about rib cage over the top of your hips. Now for me, when I'm in that correct position, it means that I have a little space here underneath my back. I'm not pressing my back into the floor. So let's start. We're going to stretch our one foot out across the floor and back up. So we'll inhale, stretch that foot away, exhale, pick that foot back up. Inhale and exhale. One foot at a time. Inhale, nice and slowly as you stretch that foot. Exhale, pick that foot back up. Inhale. Inhale, making sure you relax. Exhale, picking up the pelvic floor. Couple more. Good. Now let's pick those feet up. So we're holding our legs in the air with knees bent, and we're going to tap one toe at a time to the floor. Inhale as you lower that foot. Exhale as you lift it back up. Good. Inhaling as you lower. Make sure you really think about that relaxation. Last one. Very good. Put those feet flat down for a moment. We're going to do a round of dead bugs now. So arms straight up in the air and pick those feet up again. Dead bugs, we want to stretch our arms and legs down to the floor one at a time. So opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'll start with my right hand and my left foot, and I'm going to stretch them slowly to the floor. On my exhale, I'll pick them up. So inhale to reach the floor. Exhale. I just need to move because I'm too close to the sofa. Inhale, lower that arm and leg to the floor. Exhale back to center. Relax down. Contract up. Good, nice and slow. Big stretch with those arms and legs to the floor. Inhale, relax the pelvic floor. Exhale as you lift those hands and feet and contract. Good, relax those feet down. Let's do another round of all of those. So we'll start with our heel slides. So take a moment to think about your position of your pelvis here, rib cage is over in a straight line with your hips. As we inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale back to center. Couple more. Inhale as you stretch. Exhale as you bring that foot back up. One more each side. Great. Let's pick those feet up now. So feet are up in the air, legs are bent. Inhale, lower and tap that toe. Exhale, back up. I find it quite tricky to relax in this position. So let's really concentrate on that. Trying not to hold tension as you inhale and lower that foot. Good. Keep those feet up and let's lift our arms. We'll do So I just have to move so I don't hit the sofa. We'll do a round of our dead bugs. So inhale, reach down. Opposite arm, opposite leg to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. Contract. Relax. Contract. Last one. And the other side. Great. Place those feet slowly on the floor. And now we're going to come up onto all fours. Just to fix my hair here. So let's walk our feet over to one side, and then we're going to roll those knees to the floor, pushing yourself on, rolling yourself onto your side. Use your hands to push yourself up to a sitting position. Let's do that slowly because we were on the floor for a while there. And then bring yourself up onto all fours. Now we're going to do a little bit of breath work here to start with. So first of all, let's get ourselves into alignment again. We want to have hip and knee in a straight line. So can you see here? My hips and my knees are not in a straight line. And same here. Hip and knee is diagonally aligned. So we want knee directly underneath hip, nice straight line. Hands are right underneath your shoulders, so not out too far and then not close to your knees. Straight underneath those shoulders. We're going to do some cat-cow movements. As we inhale, you'll look up. And as you exhale, you're going to round your shoulders and tuck your head in. So as we inhale, we kind of stick our bum out too, as we lift our heads. And as we exhale, rounding those shoulders, you tuck your tailbone in. Let's do that a few times, thinking about our breathing. Inhale, relax. Exhale, contract. Inhale, look up, relax. Exhale. Tuck in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Look up and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Around the shoulders. One more. Good. Come back into that more natural position here. We're going to start with some donkey kicks. So you'll take one foot at a time and lift that foot up behind you and back to center. What we want to do is inhale as you lift. Exhale back to center. And that exhale is where we're going to kind of squeeze that glute a little bit. Remember, as you lift, you're going to relax through your glute muscles, through that bum. And as you exhale and bring that foot back in, that's where we squeeze and contract. So inhale, relax, exhale, contract. Inhale, exhale. We're alternating legs. Good. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Next one from this hands and knees position is a fire hydrant. I hate thinking about why this exercise is called what it's called. and I need to find a different name for it. But basically what you do is you take that foot and knee out to the side. So we inhale, lift up, exhale, squeeze and contract back to center. The other side now. Inhale, exhale. And we're just lifting as high as you can, comfortably. It is quite a big hip opening move. So if you can only take your knee a little way off the floor, that's okay. What we're really trying to concentrate on more is that breathing and that pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale, inhale. One more on each side. Good, the next exercise is a bird dog. It's basically the same as that dead bug one that we did on our back, but it's on our front. So opposite arm, opposite leg, stretches out and comes back to center. We inhale as we stretch. We exhale back to center. Inhale, we're breathing and moving slowly, remember. Really make sure you're relaxing through those glutes, through that pelvic floor. And then contracting just on the way back in. Good, very good. Let's repeat all three of those hands and knees, those all fours exercises. Trying to make sure I'm properly in the camera. So we'll start again with those donkey kicks. Remember, we're going to inhale as we lift that foot up and exhale as we bring it back to this all fours position. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, we're relaxing, relaxing. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting nice and slowly, squeezing back down. Good, keep that going, one more. Good. Let's come into those fire hydrants. So we're gonna lift out to the side, back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Good, a few more on each side. One more. Very good. And let's do that bird dog now. So we're reaching out, opposite arm, opposite leg. Big inhale as we reach. Exhale back to center. Exhale, inhale and relax as you stretch. Exhale, slowly back to center. Once more each side. Good. We have a couple more exercises to do, and those are on our back again. So sit down on your side here, and we'll bring ourselves all the way down to the floor. So laying down on your back, nice and slowly. All right. We're going to lift our feet one at a time. So first of all, let's think about our alignment, rib cage to hip. And once you're comfortable, lift, lift, and lower both toes. So inhale, keep inhaling, slowly lower. Inhale. I've got the inhale and the exhale the wrong way around. Let me think about this. We want to exhale as we lift up. And we want to inhale on the way down. So we're going to start with our feet up because it feels more natural to take the inhale first. Okay, apologies. Let's inhale as we lower both feet at the same time. That's right. Relax and then one at a time lift. Inhale slowly down. Lift both feet. Inhale down. Exhale one at a time. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale nice and slowly down. Exhale. One more. Good. Now place your feet flat on the floor and we're going to do a bridge lift. So with our feet flat here, we're going to press down with our feet into the ground. Lift your hips. Squeeze your bum here. As you exhale, you'll inhale and relax on the way back down. So when we're ready, let's take an inhale to prepare. And exhale. And lift. Inhale. Slowly down and exhale. Inhale nice and slowly. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale as we lift. Inhale. And exhale. One more. And lift. And then slowly relax down. Good. We'll repeat both of those. So starting, how are we starting? With our feet up. And we're going to tap one toe at a time to the floor as we inhale, and then we'll exhale to lift up. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice big exhale and contract as you lift up. Last one here. Good, and then slowly relax, put those feet down on the floor. Into our last lot of bridge lift, so feet flat on the floor. Let's take an inhale to prepare. Fill that belly and rib cage. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Slowly lower down. Squeeze your bum. Inhale. Make sure you relax those glutes as you inhale and lower. Inhale slowly down. Inhale nice and slowly. Exhale. Think about that contraction. And one more. and nice and slowly relax down. Good, we're gonna come back up to feet. So walk those feet to one side. Let's bring those knees around. So we slowly lay on our side and push yourself again nice and slowly up to the sitting position. We're gonna sit here for just a second while I fix my hair. And we've been lying down for a while, so it's nice to take it slowly. Bring those hands around so you're up onto all fours. You take that one foot forward and slowly bring yourself up. Whew, to feet. Very good. All right, this is the end of our class. As promised, it was less talking, more action. And I hope that you enjoyed. We will see you next Wednesday for more of the same. Thanks, everyone. Bye.